Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've created this makeup look right here just in time for Diwali. I hope this look inspires you. I hope you pick up some tips and just in general, I hope you enjoy the video. I'm not sure I've ever come on camera looking like this on YouTube, but here we are. Usually I always have my hair done, but today I've got to do things the other way around. I need my makeup on first and then I'm going to do my hair. I've just washed it, so let's get on with it. I have already prepped my skin with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter just because I picked my skin after I came out of the shower. So now I had some red lumps and bumps, but I just needed to tone it down a little bit. So Flawless Filter is doing that for me. Firstly, some lip balm, and I honestly love this Bobbi Brown Plump Lip Serum. It just feels so silky on your lips. Right, we're gonna start with base because I need to cover up this hot ass mess that is on my face. Whatever is going on, I need to cover it up. Foundation of choice today is a little mixy. I am gonna mix two of my favorites right here. So this is Estee Lauder Double Wear and Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, just because I want that coverage and I want that silk. I want it all at this point. But to be fair, like, this is a thing that annoys me, right? I don't like to wear too heavy makeup anymore. I don't want my base to be really heavy, but my skin gets really bad and then I'm like, oh my god, I need to cover it up. But no, I'm still gonna do it light and then it is what it is, meaning I'm gonna apply it lightly on my skin. I'm not gonna go in with layers of it. Also, I just cleaned all my makeup brushes and oh wow, what a game changer. I absolutely love the foundation match. I always find that whenever I mix foundations, I get such a good match. You can see I'm just stippling this into my skin and I'm going in with a light amount. I'm not going in with a really heavy amount of foundation. I just want to sort of, yeah, have some on my skin so that it sort of evens out my skin, but I don't want it sitting really heavy on my skin. I'm just not about that these days. Foundation is done and I can still see some of these like scars and blemishes through the foundation, which is fine. I knew that would happen because I've obviously not gone in with a heavy load of foundation. If I wanted to, I could have really packed on that double wear and it would have done the job, but I'm not about that today. So I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade, this is Medium Tan Natural, and just going around my mouth where I get, well, I've got scars there, but there's hyperpigmentation, and just anywhere else. This is literally so finished. I need to get a new one. Again, I'm not gonna buff this around my skin. I'm just gonna push with a smaller concealer brush into my skin. This just makes sure that you get the coverage where you want it. You can see that's like instantly sort of sorted out any sort of darkness. If I wanted to be super extra about it, and actually the real correct way in makeup to cover up these grey scars, it would be to color correct underneath my foundation, but I'm really not that. I'm phased by it, but I'm not that phased. Like, it's okay. So I feel like I can relax and breathe now that I've covered up most of the monstrosities that were on my skin that were bothering me. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with my Haus Labs Concealer. This is in the shade 23 Light Medium Golden, and I'm just gonna take this underneath my eyes. I love how creamy this is. While I let that rest on my skin, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer, and I'll just take a little bit of this on my forehead. Just blend that out with my foundation brush because I definitely went in with too much, and it's actually because I'm using the wrong brush to apply it. My actual cream bronzer brush, I mashed it up when I was washing it. Like, basically I left my brushes to soak overnight in the solution, but I think that one particular brush, the water must have got past the brush hairs into the metal bit and obviously has melted down the glue, but there was no hot water or anything. So yeah, I need to replace that brush real quick. So I'm also just gonna take some of this cream bronzer on my cheeks as well, and because I'm using the wrong brush, I'm pushing it in. And now that I've let the concealer sit on my skin for a minute, I am going to just go ahead and blend that out now, and I feel like I get more coverage out of my concealer when I let it rest on my skin. I'm then gonna go in with my foundation brush just to sort of blend over that cream bronzer and into that concealer so that everything looks nice and seamless. Don't you think concealer is just one of the best makeup inventions? There are so many different things that I love about makeup, but concealer just, oh, like, whoever thought of concealer more so than foundation, yeah, I would love to thank them personally. because it's a game changer. Speaking of concealers, I will actually do, if you want, let me know in the comment section, a favorites concealer video, because I just did an updated favorite foundations video. It was the last one, so go and check that out if you want to know my favorite foundations, but I can do the same for concealer if you wish. I am gonna go in with a slight touch more concealer. I really like that concealer. I've been wearing it, but today I don't know, it's just not giving. Maybe it's my eyes that are more tired today. So I'm going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade light beige, just to brighten slightly further. And because I have already applied concealer, again, I just want to let this sit on my skin for about 20 seconds. I'm just going to pat and blend across with tiny patting motion. So I'm just stippling it all the way across. That's just made so much of a difference to me anyway. And then I'm going to go ahead and set that in place. I've just had a thought and a moment. Remember back in the day where I used to do the whole conceal under here, conceal here, conceal here, conceal here, conceal here to brighten, all of that for a more like full glam, well, full coverage glam look. Totally still do that, but I used to do the most, and now we're really simplifying it, and I feel like I can still get good makeup without all of that. Anyway, I'm gonna take my HMB Soft Focus Loose powder, which is actually really nearly finished, so I need to get some more of this. And just make sure right before you set your concealer, there's no greasing underneath, and then go ahead and take your powder and pat over it. The reason I like this powder is because it literally is so lightweight. And then I'll just use this same powder to set other areas of my face where I tend to get oily or I tend to get creasing. And then I'm going to take my Rare Beauty cream blush. This is in the shade Hope. I want to go for a nice pinky sort of look today and keep it really girly and fresh. I absolutely love the Rare Beauty cream blushes. So I've just pat that cream blusher out. What I love about these Rare Beauty cream blushes is that they never look like they're sitting on the skin or sitting on your makeup. Even if you powdered like I just did, they sort of just mesh in with everything. It looks so natural, which is absolutely what I love. And even though it's like a pinky tone, it's like a nice blush natural pink rather than something unnatural. Bronzer, I was gonna go back to Matte Give Me Sun, but I have another one that I really like instead of Matte Give Me Sun, and it's this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the shade Natural Chocolate. I absolutely love it. For me, it's like a dupe of Matte Give Me Sun, and I'm just gonna take this along the areas that I already cream bronze. What I like about this bronzer is that it has like a bit of a sheen to it, a bit like the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. So it just, again, looks not glowy on your skin like glittery, but it just doesn't look super flat and matte. I'm also just going to take a little bit of this on my brush, which is going to be pinched, and just take it down the sides of my nose. I'm going to take this HMB pressed powder in the shade Fair. You could use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter powder, airbrush flawless filter. Anyway, the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I can't find mine, so we're going to use this. And I'm just going to take this down the sides of my nose and just under my eyes, just for that extra bit of brightness, and then dust off the excess. That bronzer's really pigmented. It is what it is. Guys, do you do your hair first and then your makeup, or do you do makeup and then hair? I normally always have my hair dry and done before I do any makeup, or at least just dry, but not today. I'm then going to go back in with the translucent powder and just clean up underneath my jaw, just because I love doing this step. It just makes the bronzer contour look more chiseled, and it also just sets your foundation here. For blush, I'm going in with this gorgeous blusher from NARS, and this is in the shade Torrid. It's a pink blusher. I feel like it's got slight bits of peach in it also, and there's slight glitter reflex in it as well, so it's nice and glowy. But I'm just going to take this on my cheeks. I was going to use my Armani Luminous Silk blush, which I literally haven't stopped using, but thought I'd give that one a break. I like a lot of blush, maybe a bit too much. I am just applying a little bit of this Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Flaunt, just on my nose and just at the top of my cheekbones, teeny bit. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty shadow sticks. Now, if you've seen any of my recent videos, you know that I am obsessed with any type of shadow stick. I feel like it is life-changing, game-changing. It just makes makes things so much quicker and easier. Even if you are an eyeshadow pro, you're gonna love these, and if you're a beginner, you're gonna love them even more. So the one that I'm using today is in the shade Fizzy Rosé, and I'm just gonna take this over my lid. I like to do one eye at a time just because of drying time, and then I'll take a brush, a blending brush, and just soften out the edges, and your eyeshadow's done. I mean, we are gonna add more to this, but the bulk of it is on and done. So just doing the same again on this eye, just taking it all the way. As I've said before, like, who has got time? It really is as simple as that. I'm then going in with this Charlotte Tilbury palette, and this is Desert Haze. I feel like everyone and anyone has neutral eyeshadows somewhere in their collection. It doesn't have to be this one in particular. This is the one that I'm using today, but basically you just want soft neutral tones. I'm going to take this eyeshadow right here. I'm going to use this as transitional shade. Oh, maybe it was too orange. It's okay once it's blended out. We're just going to take it over the sort of crease. Again, just taking it across this side. Maybe don't pick up so much eyeshadow because these are really pigmented, and I don't want it to look super orange. I just want it to look like, yeah, it's just been blended out into skin. That's better. I'm then going to take this dark brown right here, which is a little bit more cool toned, I would say. It's a bit more neutral, and I'm going to take that just on the outer corner and then just into the crease a little bit. So we're literally just blending out that outer corner just to give your eye a little bit of depth. And then doing the same again on the other side. So I'm just pressing the eyeshadow on first, just on that outer corner. And then I'll wiggle it into the crease. Again, only keeping it on the outer corner. And it's always best to just work up the eyeshadow with small amounts at a time. And you can always go back in with your crease shade just to blend back into that outer corner shade along the edge. And then just to add a little bit more sparkle to this look, because it is Diwali and we're all about the sparkle on Diwali, I'm going in with this pressed eyeshadow from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Pillow Talk, I believe, and I love an eyeshadow like this, you know, where it's sort of like glittery but like broken up. These are the sort of best ones to pick up on your finger, get right in there. It should look like this, and then you just want to press over, and it just adds that extra bit of dimension. And if you catch it in different lights, it just looks even more special and sparkly. It's sort of just elevated the look. You can see this is just the shadow stick on its own, which does look soft and beautiful, but this just takes it up a little notch. And applying with your fingers is the best way to get the most pigment, but also it's really nice and quick. I'm going in with my NYX Epic Ink liner, and I'm just going to create a wing with this. Wing liner is on, and I'm going to take this palette again, and I've just picked up a little bit of this shade right here, and I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. This step is completely optional. I personally just like to have something neutral on my lower lash line. I really like this makeup look, but at the moment I really feel like my makeup is just not makeupping the same way as it used to. I don't know, maybe I need to do my hair. I'm then going to go in with mascara, and I'm taking my Benefit Fan Fest mascara, which is one of my absolute favorites at the moment. This mascara is actually insane. I don't know what crack they've put in this mascara, but it literally does the most for your lashes, like instantly. For the lips, I'm going in with this NYX lip pencil in the shade Total Baller, and I'm just going to line my entire lip with this, and then just finishing off with this gloss from Makeup by Mario, and this is in the shade Golden Nude, which I'm just applying all over my lip. Sometimes it's nice to keep it simple with a little liner and gloss, and then it's really easy to top up, as I know for a fact on Diwali we're all going to be eating a hell of a lot, so gloss is an easy one to keep topping up when you need to. Finally, I'm going to spritz my face with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray just to lock everything in place. Now that's makeup done, I am going to go and do my hair, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I've just done my hair, and wow, what a transformation, right? I never know whether I should do a middle parting or a side parting. I don't know. Let's do middle. I've just popped on these gorgeous Gungaru pearl earrings from Red Dot Jewels. They're one of my favorite earrings to wear because they're a hoop and they're giving a little bit of Western, but they have that Indian touch with the tiny little pearl beads hanging off. So I love the mix match. So I absolutely love those. And of course, no Diwali look is complete without a bindi. I'm going to pop one. Oh, I literally always have a nightmare with bindis, but I love them. Honestly, I should just wear a bindi every day. Like, who even cares? I absolutely love it. One like this just makes your look go from like here to here, you know, no matter what you're wearing. But this right here is my Diwali makeup look. You can, of course, pop some lashes on if you like. For me, I'm gonna go lash free with this look. I'm gonna let that gorgeous sparkly pink shadow shine and fully be on show. I really hoped you liked this makeup look and I hope it inspired you. I hope you all have an amazing Diwali, eat lots of food, stay safe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.